Hi there, welcome to today's yoga video. Today's class is just 10 minutes long and it's really meant as a morning yoga practice. So this is something you can do at the start of your busy day just to get some nice movement and stretch in the body so that you can go on and tackle whatever the day has ahead of you. This is a class that is suitable for beginners. We're not going to be doing anything too challenging, and we're going to be going quite slow through some of the poses as well, which makes it perfect if you're just starting out in yoga. Go ahead and find a comfortable position, sit down. If you don't have a yoga mat, that is also okay. Just a carpet, that can sometimes work nicely too. We'll start out the yoga class today by just rolling out our neck. You can choose to go in one direction. And go gently here. Stop and go the other direction. Make sure you're going slow as to not hurt your neck. Great. And stop and bring your head on top of your shoulders. Take your right hand and plant the fingertips next to your body. Inhale the left arm up and imagine, reach over to the right side. Imagine that with your left arm, you're picking something up off the shelf. Open up the chest towards the ceiling. Reach high with that left hand. Go ahead and bring the left hand down, coming to neutral. This time, left hand plants to the side. Inhale the right hand up and bend over. Left arm reaching towards the right arm reaching towards the upper left corner. Here, you should really be feeling the stretch in the right side of your body. Go ahead and bring the hand down. Inhale your arms into a cactus, elbows in line with your shoulders. With your next exhale, twist to the right, bring the right hand back and the left hand forward. And with the inhale, come back to neutral. With the exhale, go towards the left side. Right hand comes forward. Inhale, neutral. Keep going back and forth between the two sides with your inhales and exhales. Hips should be staying even on ground, so the twist is only coming from your back. Let's do one more on each side. Great. Go ahead and bring the hands down. Come into your hands and knees. Hands are underneath the shoulders, and the knees are underneath the hips. With the inhale, drop the belly, raise the chest. With the exhale, round the back, puff the shoulder blades up towards the sky. Inhale, open through the chest. And exhale, round through the back. Cycle through here with your own breath. Let's do one more of each. And come back to neutral. Shift your weight all the way into your feet and rise up so that your hips are stacked on top of your knees. Hands come back into our cactus. And inhale, go ahead and open up the chest towards the sky. With the exhale, bring your hips towards your toes. Bow down on the mat, child's pose. Inhale, rise up, cactus. Open up the front of the body. Exhale, bow down on the mat. Let's do one more with an inhale. And one more with the exhale. Great. Coming back up here, stacking our hips on top of our toes, our feet. Let's do our side stretch yet again. These feel really yummy for me in the mornings. Left hand plants on the side. Inhale the right hand, reach towards the upper left corner. Open up the chest towards the sky. Come back to center, right hand next to the body on the mat. Inhale the left hand up and over. Opening up through the left side of the body. Great. Come back to neutral. Go ahead and plant your hands again. Tuck your toes. And let's go up into our downward facing dog. So lifting the knees off of the ground and pressing the hips back. You can go ahead and pedal your feet out here. Look forward, bend your knees, and step your right foot in between your hands. Rise up, keeping that right foot on top. Right knee on top of your right foot. You might get a bit wobbly. And go ahead and start to feel your left hip opening. Breathe through this pose. You can bring your hands in whatever position feels comfortable. Tuck the tailbone here to make sure that the stretch is coming from the left leg, the left hip. Look down, plant the hands, step back into downward facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees, left foot comes in between the hands. Rise up into our lunge. The right heel is up towards the sky, and the left knee is on top of the left heel. You should really feel here the opening through the front of your right hip. Great. Look forward. Place your hands on the mat. This time step the right foot next to the left. And just fold over the front of your body. Feeling a nice opening through our hamstrings this morning. You can grab your elbows like I'm doing and just let yourself hang. Let gravity do the work. Go ahead and rise up slowly so that you're standing with the shoulders stacked on top of the hips. I like to bring my toes out and my feet a little bit more than hip distance apart for this next part. We're going to go ahead and start doing some hip circles. I really love doing hip circles in the morning. It's really nice to, especially if you know you're going to be sitting the whole day, it's nice to get this movement into the hips in the morning. Go ahead and do the opposite direction. Great. Let's come back to stillness. Bring our feet next to each other. Pick up the right heel off the ground and step that right foot on the outside of the left foot, doing a sort of crisscross. Right hand comes up towards the sky, left hand around the right wrist. We're doing another one of our beautiful side stretches, reaching over to the top left corner. Make sure here you're opening your chest up towards the sky. Great. Let your wrist go. Uncross your legs and let's do the other side. This time, left foot crossed behind and to the outside of the right. Left hand around the right wrist and stretching over to the right side. Feeling the stretch in the left side of our body. Great. Come back to neutral. Bring your feet wide apart and bring yourself to a nice yogi squat. We won't stay here for a long time. We're just using it as a transition to sit ourselves down. Make sure you don't hit your cupboard like I just did. That was it for our morning yoga class. Let's go ahead and do a nice Shavasana to round off the class. Lie down with your feet splayed out, palms facing up towards the sky. If it feels comfortable here, you can close your eyes. And just take a second or two to let the practice land in the body. Thanking yourself for showing up for this practice this morning. Sometimes these short practices can seem like they maybe almost don't count. But that is definitely not the case when it comes to our body. And with a smile on your face, start to move your toes and your fingers. Imagine that this is your wake up this morning. Maybe doing a stretch overhead. Roll over to one side. And use that top hand to push yourself back up. Awesome. Great work for joining me for this short but sweet yoga class. I really hope you enjoyed it. The focus was on getting a stretch through all of the body. We made sure that we targeted the front of the body, opening the back of the body, as well as doing a lot of yummy side stretches. I find that when I start my day with some side stretches, I tend to sort of stand up taller, or my posture is better throughout the day. As always, you can repeat this yoga class as many times as you like. You can do it every day, and you can even do it at any time of the day. It doesn't have to be in the morning. Thank you so much for joining me for today. If you have a little bit more time and want to practice a little bit more yoga, then I highly suggest watching this video that I made with another flow. I hope to see you again soon.